What is going on, everyone? We got breaking news. According to Aaron Wilson, the Houston Texans are going to be interviewing quarterback coach Gerard Johnson early this week for the Texans' vacant offensive coordinator role. Now, Gerard Johnson has been with the Houston Texans the past 2 seasons, has known CJ Stroud since high school, so there's a connection right there. And if you remember, midway through the season, a lot of Houston Texans fans were begging D'Amico Ryans to take the play calling away from Bobby Slowick and give it to Gerard Johnson, myself included. When the Texans were at the bye week, I had brought up the idea of switching play callers. I believe there was also a rumor that could have potentially happened. It didn't. But I said, if you give Gerard Johnson the play calling duties and you see anything, any signs of life from this Houston Texan offense, not only could it cause a reaction and you catch lightning in a bottle and you go on a potential run, but you get a look on what you could potentially have next season. And I feel like if we would have saw that, Gerard Johnson would have been the OC the day after the season ended. With that being said, you guys let me know in the comments down below, how would you feel if the Houston Texans made quarterback coach Gerard Johnson their offensive coordinator? The offensive coordinator for year 3 of CJ Stroud. We are going to further discuss this, but my name is Ruben Calvillo, and this is the 713 Houston Sportcast, where I drop daily Houston Texans content. Make sure you guys are following me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok for the latest news, rumors, and updates. And guys, do not remember, this episode is brought to you and powered by BetUS. They're giving you a 150% sign-up bonus on your first deposit up to $2,000. On your second and third deposit, it's 125% bonus. Promo code YouTube150 gets that for you guys. Quick 24-hour payouts, 24-hour customer service. BetUS, where the game begins. Now, let me start off by saying this. I would not be upset if the Houston Texans hired Gerard Johnson to be the offensive coordinator. It wouldn't be the sexy pick for me, but a pick that I understand. I wouldn't bash this hire at all if it did happen. Going through the resume of Gerard Johnson, quarterback for the A&M Aggies, went undrafted, spent some time in the NFL, the UFL. He started his career with the Hartfield Colonials, then the Philadelphia Eagles, then the Arizona Rattlers, then the Pittsburgh Steelers, then the Sacramento Mountain Lions, then the Seattle Seahawks, then the Chicago Bears, then the Baltimore Ravens, then the Dallas Cowboys, and that was all she wrote as Gerard Johnson as a player. Now, going through his coaching career, you see a lot of great offensive-minded guys. In 2017, Gerard Johnson joined the San Francisco 49ers under the Bill Walsh Diversity Coaching Fellowship with Kyle Shanahan. In 2019, Johnson joined the Indianapolis Colts once again under the Bill Walsh Diversity Coaching Fellowship. On February 17, 2020, Johnson was promoted to offensive quality control coach under head coach Frank Wright. So he spent some time in Indy. Then in 2022, Gerard Johnson was hired by the Minnesota Vikings as their assistant quarterbacks coach under Kevin O'Connell. And then in 2023, that was all she wrote. The Houston Texans bring in Gerard Johnson, and he's been here the past 2 seasons. My only concern is, or why I would, my only concern is that he was a part of this offensive staff last season. I had to also give Gerard Johnson some blame for how the offense performed in 2024. Once again, it was the biggest disappointment of the season for the Houston Texans. The offensive line couldn't block, inconsistent in the run blocking. CJ Stroud, because of it, started to get the yip, started to turn the ball over, just a complete inconsistent mess. How much of that was Gerard Johnson's fault? How much input did Gerard Johnson have in the week-to-week offense? When everyone was talking about bringing in, switching to Gerard Johnson, did that meeting happen? If it did he impress general manager Nick Caserio enough? Well, we got the answer was no, because they didn't switch. They stayed with Bobby Slowick, and we saw how the offense played out. The same problems that were there in week 1 and 2 were the ones that were there against the Kansas City Chiefs. That is my only concern about Gerard Johnson, right? It was the same way we were talking about Chris Strausser and Cole Popovich. Cole Popovich has been here and was looked at the new, replacement for Strausser. An internal hire is what I believe Aaron Wilson was talking about. And we all said the same thing. No, he was a part of this horrible offensive line. Why would I want him here? What did he contribute to this offensive line? And I asked that question about Gerard Johnson. What did he contribute to this Houston Texan offense? How much say did he have in the game planning? Does CJ Stroud want Gerard Johnson? Now, I will say this. It'll probably be the same scheme as Bobby Slowick, right? You see Shanahan, you see O'Connell, you see Frank Wright. And given the fact that Gerard Johnson has been here the previous 2 years under Bobby Slowick, we might see the same style of Shanahan offense. A lot of fans have said they want to get away from that, which is why someone like a Chip Kelly, a Clint Kubiak, the guy from the Rams, I believe is Nick Caley, excites you. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, you guys let me know in the comments down below, how would you feel if the Houston Texans hired Gerard Johnson to be the next offensive coordinator for the Houston Texans, the second play caller for CJ Stroud? For more Houston Texans content, you guys know what to do. Feel free and follow me for more. Go Houston. Have a very blessed day. Episode brought to you and powered by BetUS.